the recording here. I didn't mean to have my chest open like this. I've got a self-unbuttoning shirt on at the moment. I'll do them up, but give it a few minutes. They'll be open again. Nevertheless, this is about something, right? Oh, let me just. I take a bit like a valve amp. I've said this before, haven't I, in a video? I relax back a bit like this. Yeah, just chill out on my nice leather couch. And I'm like an old Wen or an old Fender or Marshall valve amp. Yeah, the more vintage the better. You gotta like give them a bit to warm up, get them started. But give them a couple of minutes, at least a good. I wouldn't say half hour, unless you were like really wanting to cook them, cook the old tubes, get it all cooking. I'm wasting time now, aren't I? How much time have I wasted? 1 minute, half an hour. Half a minute. Shall I stop? No. Because I'm warming up now. And fuck it, I'm going to waste some of your time with this. Because it's quite useful, really. Let me just get into the flow again. It's been a busy day, Yeah, I got up bright and early. I've had a bath. Another bath, actually. Get rid of the fumes. It's more the fumes smell. Even though I've noticed, actually, I get, as the days go on, how much more paint I've still got in my hair. But never mind. It kind of like, and plus you cannot dye paint, right? Just for anyone out there who might put in the comments, why don't you just dye your hair? Because you can't dye paint with hair dye. That's why. Anyway, on with the show. It is the is it the 15th? It doesn't really matter. It's like mid-July 2020. I'm gonna treat this, well, not treat it, yeah, but I'm gonna forever be known to me. These moments afterwards, like the post paint job, I'm gonna call it the PPJ, post paint job. And it was a bit more than a paint job, bit of a fucking. That's probably the most I've ever been ragged around by anyone. And I've been ragged around by some people. They've had a good go. Yeah, no, but I think it was just the fact that the paint. I gotta stop repeating myself, haven't I, about that? Shit. Now, what is incredible? You've got me started now. I knew there was a thread to get onto. Like, I found my groove. Don't worry, I'm not gonna go all pirate on you, right, just yet. But I will give it an invigorating storytelling twist type of thing, even though it's all true. Now brace yourself, people in America, yeah? Because, this is true. This is real time. This is happening, right? And this isn't a reality TV show as such. It's kind of real life, yeah? For, compared to one of those reality TV shows things, this is real deal, right? And there's been a thread and a continuity that's been highly evident to some people, and almost it's not as if it's not visible. It's that other people as if they are, the polarity is different, and they can see it, but they just do everything in their best interest to what are they called, derailers, de-threaders, derailers, whatever, these type of people. See, these people are also known as player twos and shit like that, right? Because there is like this I guess like, is it a duality within the duality, and that's the crux of the matter, type of thing. And I'm going a bit deep now into that area. I was just speaking about what happened on the weekend, right? Because after having several baths, bathed several times, washed my hair. So please, again, anyone out there, don't accuse me of not having a bath or washing my hair ever again, because I had about 40 of them in one day. Alright? There you go. But I bet you I've had more baths than you in one day. You know, not better, man. This is just classic, really. I mean, it's just classic. And I've got to inject a bit of lightheartedness into this. It's that tragedy. It's tragic. It's really absolute tragedy, man. And they are thinking, this is what's tragic about this. I'm quite like, oh, it's sickeningly strange. Because most likely, maybe up until the weekend, it was possibly like, I don't know whether it was so strong a thing like that, but like, it's always been the tragedy about me going mad. And being involved with forums and Scientology. Even though, you know, I wasn't involved with the Scientology. Well, not intentionally anyway. Well, you know, people know the story, don't they? Please look back in the thread, will you? I wasn't a Scientologist, never have been. But it's worthwhile knowing that I wasn't. Okay? Reassurance again that I was not. And I've never have been. I never intend to be. And I never intended to even bother mentioning these people, because it probably won't get people into them when they realise. Off track again. What time is it? 8 minutes. I'll try and squeeze this in now. It's been hard work. Should I do 2 videos? I'll do 2 videos, yeah. Nice one. Actually, no, I'll just pick up one point. When I went back down, something was over me. I mean, after all those bathes, and I thought, fuck it, I'm just going to go back down. And I felt quite refreshed, actually, after all the bathing. Especially after being caked in paint and stuff. So, like, I marched on the road, it was still light. You know, so it must be about. Was it still light? Oh no, it might have been dark then. I'm not sure. I think it was getting dark, about 9 o'clock. Turned up at the house, and basically, I guess, I think giving the truck dream rang me and said, I said, because I had texted him and said he's still at Goblin's house. That's another thing. That's what everyone did. After I got like this caked in paint, and this is how good friends are, even your closest. You know what I mean? Just fucked off for a smoke. Loveday. After that, I know I got shit friends in it. Wow. I mean, it's an embarrassment, really. A fucking embarrassment, my friends. I tell you what, I must have done some fucking shit stuff in another life. Really. Because, shit me, I gotta say, I'm not blowing my own trumpet in this one now, yeah, but I'm being good as gold, really. For some reason. I don't know why it's in my heart to be so as good as gold, but people think I'm a rogue and shit like that, but I'm probably, I surf the rail of reality. No, what was it now? I surf the rim of reality, baby. It's good at that. That's really sweet. Dorinda said, he'd be the first to give reality a rim job. That's good at that, innit? Not as good as mine, though. I'm being silly now, innit? That's because I mentioned Dorinda get chubby, and he makes me laugh in a good way. Good driver. And makes me go a bit silly as well, but you know, at least someone does. Because like, some people bring out the best spirits in people, don't they? And other people obviously bring out not exactly kind of like their best, but then abuses them, their best spirits, and then brings out their worst spirits, and then whimpers and goes, mate. Imagine the noise that Loveday would make if that happened to him. Like, and I've got to really clarify this, right, with people, because I knew this would happen. I knew that he would, after I threw him out of here, yeah, he would be walking down the road, psycho, all about me, like being psycho and fucking cool, you know, doing all this and that, right? And knowing fully well that it was half noticed, really, because I've got to say, like, I mean, there's two people out there, I've mentioned them before, so they know who they are, right? It doesn't really matter if I mention them again. Fucking hell, people look back in the thread, like, so I'm not going to be weird. People know who they were, right? So, and it'll make it more easy to understand. But like, lots of things got misunderstood there, and he rode on that. And the thing is, he knows that I know that he knows that I know that he knows that I know, type of thing. But Stephen, because he had his eyes closed, was knocking around with a couple of machine elves, you know, whatever, the jester. You know what I mean? Over in the corner, wanting some like peace and quiet, but maybe. Possibly, I'd like it anyway if I was in that sort of state. Not to have a fucking goblin man in the room going, bah, 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 if not coughing. Like, I don't know how Steve just copes with that, like, fucking hell. I mean, I like. And he didn't quite understand that this maybe be annoying to anyone. I don't know why, but like, annoying to me, like, but like, you can't tell me just to ignore it, because I've dealt with this for longer than this person has been alive, right? You've got to understand that. So since you were literally even an egg, I was putting up with Loveday going, bah, 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 bah. So, you know what I mean? Been quite a while here. It's true though, can't deny it. So I'm warming up now. Good for 12 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah, so I mean, that's true, right? Don't worry about like naming you, right? It's cool, right? It's alright, don't worry. Now, because the main thing is Loveday, really, what he abused. So you do not worry, G, because we all got abused. We all get abused by him. Unbeknownst to most people, that this is what happens. Because he's a trickster. He's not a jester. He's a trickster. He's a trick man. Tricks psychologically, but does it really crappily. And that's what I don't like. I don't like it. I don't like his crudeness. Really, it's fucking horrible. And plus the fact he hasn't really got a heart. You know those tears that you saw coming out of his eyes? Are you sure they weren't fucking... He didn't have half an onion in his back pocket or something? Because I've seen Loveday cry and they're bullshit tears. I've never seen him properly fucking whimpering, and never been like that. Like that. You know, I need to tell you, he's just fucking whimpering gobbling. It's funny. But like, I didn't see him cry. Did he cry on the way home with you two then? bet you he did, didn't he? When he said, when he's crying though, you know what I mean? I was like, what? When he was crying? I didn't see him cry yet. So he walked home with you, I bet you he started crying then, didn't he? Oh, fucking what a wimp. I can't believe that. I mean, I can't believe him is a fucking wimp. And he is special needs, that guy. He must be. Well, like people in there going, oh, why do you think you're so special anyway, to me? You know, when he went back down later, you know, saying, I think they said, you know, why you call him kiddie film? I haven't seen the film properly, that, you know. Oh, yeah, I've seen one of your fucking crappy films. Yep. You seen that one day, I didn't even call him a kiddie fella. And of course, everyone's about talking, blah, 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 and everything's lost in the fucking absolute chaos with Loveday around, because he's always going blah, 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 all over everyone, and it kind of sets everyone off. And we noticed that the convo is really difficult. Well, I have anyway, unless you have perfect conversation as soon as I leave. Because that would be freaky, wouldn't it? That would be very freaky. But I always find it so difficult to get anything across to anyone. And I'm talking even one-to-one with Loveday in that kitchen, where there's more than one people, 2, even worse, 3. So when there's 4 or 5, it's fucking mayhem. You just cannot say anything. So when you say, oh, go on and say your word, then say, go on. And what I did actually was just starting to talk, and like, it's not as if I was going, trying to think about stuff. I had plenty of stuff to go bam, bam, bam. And I was just actually saying something, and I reckon because you sensed that I was ready to go on a flow, people started talking again over me. And I thought, the universe is proper giving me it today. This is intense. And my head really hurts still. The lumps on it, a madman. That guy when he just pulled my dreads off. That really hurts, man. Is that what Ravinda was going to do? But like decided not to like go that far. And, ow, did you pull my head like that? Like you were rocking me on there, Ravinda. Do you have fucking lead weights in your hand? Or something. That's like what you did there. This is like I have to repeat again to people, if the people next door do not believe me. This is mind control, yeah? Because remember again, all I did that time when I threw him out of here, I did not punch him in the face loads and stick it and try and poke his eyes out when I did a muffler on him. Don't confuse them both. Because I did a muffler, that's all I did. And then let him go, albeit like I did a fucking good one mid-show, and went fucking proper pressed my fucking hand into his face like that. Almost like fucking took his jaw into the back of his skull. But nevertheless, shut him up for about 2-3 seconds before someone thought I was going fucking crazy. And as soon as they opened their mouth, he fucking went, oh, yeah, what are you doing there? Even though he was fine. Oh, and he knew he was riding on something there. What a cunt. What a horrible guy, I've got to say. And he knew that he was like, if you looked at me going, oh, you're like, because he knew that he would have shut up. And then of course he went, oh, what's going on, like? And he was going, oh yeah, and then kind of like went mad like. So I thought I loved that, you fucking horrible, nasty piece of shit, nasty fucker. Oh gosh, unbelievable, man, unbelievable. And then he just started then talking even more, and then coughing really loudly. He did. I'd have to get this off my chest. Didn't realise that. So I'm like, I'm not dealing with it. I mean, and this was like a couple of weeks into the first lockdown. In the lockdown, we weren't supposed to be going around people's houses, basically, because you know, we didn't exactly like go fully against the rules. I mean, it's kind of like kind of treating them lot down there as my support bubble, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, we were the only ones like knocking around each other, and there's the house with people in it, yeah, that I know. So I'm the only one I went to, and they would come up here, right? So it wasn't as if it was like as if a member of the house anyway, right? Just want to go, you know, just to let it be known to the government about that, yeah. So it wasn't fully breaking the law, but yeah, it was. And plus he was like fucking coughing all over the place. I'm like, it's funny because like I thought it's great, isn't it? You know, like people that really be paying attention not to be like coughing unnecessarily and shit. You know, because like people are like, you know, a bit worried. You know, they don't want to panic other people and shit like that. So, because some people did cough unnecessarily, I think. You know, and really, and yeah, we know who they are. And anyway, not all of them, but like quite a few. It's some of the energy it is. Mad. Anyway, Loveday loves a good cough. And he was going at it. I told him to shut up, but if I couldn't, of course, because of the cough then, isn't it? It's horrific. Abuse. This is like abuse. This is fucking horrible abuses of psychologically, spiritually, and physically, emotionally, right across the board. He's a waster of a man who, the reason why he's such a waster is because he's not a waster as such, like he's like a gunter jockey. A gutter junkie. Gutter junkie. Good one. You know, like that. You know, it's like fucking total fucking wreckhead, like that. He is a bit of a wreckhead, but because of its support, the stability, financial stabilities, he's never had to work or anything like that. So, I mean, that's another thing that kind of like pissed me off. It's not as if he didn't have any time on his hands to look at what I was saying. It's not as if he worked. In fact, his only job going out, really, was to Ennigan's fucking bar. Not that I'm kicking off about that, but like, that was his main out. That was like his office job. Going to the fucking bar down there. Sitting around with scroats getting stoned and shit. And smashed. And then going home. Or like causing a bit of trouble. He gets away with it because people think he's fucking special needs. They do. They think he's special needs. That's why he's got away with such outrageously fucking nasty, obnoxious behaviour. People think he's fucking spastic. I'm not joking. It's been like this for years, and I'm questioning whether, not joking, he actually is or not. And we did ask him. No, I didn't even ask him. He told us. I mean, the way he put it, we said, you know, what do your parents do with you? They're bringing you upside. Like, you know what I mean? Why you can't fucking pay attention? You know, you got like the most basic skills, a bit fucking skewed. And he's like, and they're like, something your parents pay you attention. He goes, oh no, I just thought I was a monk. So he was about 7. And he still thought he was a monk, you know, until maybe they still do. Perhaps he's a monk. It's fucking mad, that, isn't it? Oh, don't get me started on a funny one now. Next one's going to be a bit funny, yeah. 24 minutes. Next one will be a lot more roomed up. Gonna be snazzy. Gonna be snappy. Gonna be just riding that rim of reality, baby. That's right. I've got to get that up there, but I'll get you that one. Maybe someone else can have that one if you want. I can't do the R's because I'm a tooth. Can't do V's either. Or someone buy me a gold tooth, please. Come on, please buy me a gold tooth. Got me over £100. Get one, please do it. Come on, I won't even be your friend. I promise. I won't mention you. I promise. I think people are scared to give me money because they think I might mention their names and stuff. I promise I won't. Probably anyone who gives me a penny, even, I won't mention you at all unless you want me to give you a shout out. But like, I honestly will not say a thing. My secret's safe with you and me.